Shalom again. So I want to make one more video here because Yah was telling me to do this, and it's again to talk about, and I made a previous video about this, and it's a Sabbath day. Now again, the Sabbath day is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. The Sabbath day is one of the most wonderful. It is the most wonderful day of the week because Yahweh set it aside as holy unto Himself. Again, it is a time where Yahweh actually commands you to get some rest. You think about that. That's an amazing thing. To rest your soul. Some, people rest their bodies also. They get extra rest for them physically if they've been working a lot. But more so, and more than anything else, it's for their souls to be rested and to be rejuvenated. And it's in Yah's word, a command to keep the Sabbath day. There is coming a day where if you don't keep the Sabbath day, it's going to be eternal consequences. Now, Yahweh has been very merciful, until now. And he's still merciful, drawing people, people are being saved right now. And then many of them have not kept it. But remember what the word says. Read Malachi. It says, before the great and terrible day of Yahweh, He said, I'll send you Elijah. And then He said, remember the Torah of my servant Moses. Meaning, before that dreadful day in these end times, He is calling people to return back to the original truths of the Torah. So that's the Sabbath day and the holy feast days, not Christmas, not Easter, which is not in the Bible. That's just people's tradition that people like, and they follow tradition. And it's not good when they do those things. So Yahweh is saying to return back to that Torah truths. And through those things, Yah will produce such a love for you, for Him, and a love for His will, His commandments. The Sabbath day, again, this is the time where we fellowship with one another. We draw close to Yahushua through prayer, and through praise, and through thanksgiving. We set aside, because we're not working on this day. And again, there are people, and they say they live in the country and they have animals they still got to feed. That's not considered work on the Sabbath, because you got to take care of them, you got to feed them. But it is still separated from other days, because Yahweh is the one that sanctifies and makes holy, not people. People don't do that. When we start to say any day can be the Sabbath or Sunday can be the Sabbath day, that's when you're trying to make something holy. But when Yahweh sanctifies and puts His stamp on it, that it is holy, is because it came from Him, as He's the only one that can do that. So it's not really up to us to choose which day is what. It's up to Yahweh, and He's spoken His word. It's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Again, we fellowshiped with one another. We drew close to one another as members of the body of Yeshua, in the love of Yeshua. We again fellowshipped, read the word, read Torah portion. There's a message usually every week, and you can find it on TorahKeeper.com every week about what Yahweh is speaking through His scriptures, and we discussed the word and just rested in Him. And that's something so amazing. Just one day out of the week. There's nothing to do with legalism. It has all to do with love. It really has a lot to do with love. On this day is literally where our love is kindled in a new way, and He prepares us and rejuvenates us for another week. So again, that's something I want to share with you. The joys of the Sabbath day. Keep the Sabbath, and shalom.